Friends, this video on linear equations in one variable part 2 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. So now let us try to understand what exactly is linear equation in one variable, because that is what we are going to deal with in this lesson. Now, as the name says, linear equation. Linear equation means, why is this equation linear? Because the highest power of the variable in this equation is 1. So what do we mean by that? So let's take an example. So let's take this example. 4x plus 2 is equal to 35. So here what happens? The highest power of this variable, that is x. So here when you look at the variable, which is the variable, that is x, and what is the power of the variable in this case? The power of the variable is 1. Do we have any other variable? No. So that means the highest power of the variable in this equation is 1. Let us look at few more examples. So let us take this example. 5 by 4 into x minus 4 is equal to 0. How many variables do we have? 1. That is x. What is the highest power of x? That is 1. So here also the highest power of the variable is 1. So this is also a linear equation. Let's look at yet another example. X square plus y square is equal to 1. So in this case, how many variables do we have? We have two variables, that is x and y. And what is the power of the variable? For x also it is 2, for y also it is 2. So which is the highest power of variable in this equation? That is 2. So is this a linear equation? No, this is not a linear equation. Similarly, if you look at this example, x to the power 5 minus 2x is equal to 1. So here you have only one variable x, but at this place it has 1. But at this place the power is 5. So which is the highest power of variable in this equation? That is 5. So is it a linear equation? Not again. Now if you look at this example, 1 plus z by 1 minus y is equal to 40. So here you have two variables y and z, and the highest power involved is 1. Therefore this is again a linear equation. So like this we can decide whether a particular equation is a linear equation or not. Now when we say linear equation in one variable, that means that equation should have only one variable. For example, here this equation has one variable. This equation also has one variable. This equation has two variables. Anyways, it is not a linear equation, but it doesn't have one variable also. Similarly, this equation is a linear equation, but this is not in one variable. It has two variables, y and z. So in this lesson, we are only going to talk about equations which are linear as well as which involves only one variable. So now the next important task that comes into picture is solving a linear equation. Now what do we mean by solving a linear equation? It is about finding out the values of the variables for which the left hand side and the right hand side would be equal. So those values of variables are called solutions of the equation, and by finding out those values we say that we are solving a linear equation. So let us take an example. So let us say we take this linear equation, 4x plus 2 is equal to 35. Right? So this side is LHS and this side is RHS. Right? Now this LHS, because for RHS the value is 35, which is going to remain constant for always. But for left hand side, the value of x is not known. But there will be certain value of x for which the left hand side will be equal to right hand side. Because the question has told, or the equation itself says that the value of x should be such that this relation holds true. Right? So how will we solve this equation? So now whatever we do in order to find the value of x, we always need to ensure that at every step LHS should remain equal to RHS. So let us say, so if we want to subtract something, add something, we have to do it on both sides so that the balance is maintained. Right? So here what we do is, let's subtract 2 from both sides. Now what happens? Now let's say that if on one side we had 100 kg apple, the other side also we have 100 kg apple. Now if we want to ensure that on both sides apples should be 100 kg. So if you are reducing 2 kgs from one side, you will also have to reduce 2 kgs from the other side. It is just like that. So when you subtract 2 from both sides, what happens? This becomes 4x plus 2 minus 2, and this becomes 35 minus 2. So here plus 2 minus 2 cancels out, so we get that 4x is equal to 35 minus 2. So 35 minus 2 is nothing but 33. So we got the value of 4x, but we want the value of x. So for that, what we can do is divide by 4 on both sides. Again, when we are dividing on both sides, the equality is maintained. So what happens? 4x by 4 is equal to 33 by 4. So therefore, what happens? X is equal to 33 by 4. So we are able to find out the value of x for which this equation holds true. So x is equal to 33 by 4 is the solution for this linear equation. So this is how we found out the value of x. Now if you want to verify that, okay, is it true that if we put the value of x as 33 by 4 in this equation that the relation will hold true? So let us try to do that. So let us put x in LHS. So the left hand side will become equal to 4 into 33 by 4 plus 2. So that will be 33 plus 2, which will be equal to 35. And 35 is nothing but RHS. So that means by putting this value of x, we can see that LHS is equal to RHS. So therefore, this is the right solution for this linear equation. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com for free quality education. You can learn with a simple 4-step learning process wherein you can watch video lessons, you can ask your questions, you can refer notes, and you can take a free online test. We have content for class 6 to 12 on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology along with practical videos. So please subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Thank you.